My name's Seb Harris. Played for Detroit City 2015 until like 2019, and I played center back. My dad played all his life. My brother played all his life. I just followed their footsteps. I loved going to my dad's games when he was playing and kicking a ball around on the field and playing soccer with him. I fell in love with the game when I was little. I was someone that worked my butt off. I would beat everybody in 2 miles, 1 mile, quarter mile. That was just what I did. I didn't have the best feet in the world. I didn't have the best first touch in the world, but what I did have was a work ethic. During a summer league, I ended up scoring 5 goals in a final, and it just so happened to be my uncle was here from England, and he came to the game and he was like, "You got it, and I know you got it. If I can give you a shot at Northampton Town, why would you turn that down? Being a kid growing up with soccer running through your blood, why would you turn a dream down to go play in England?" One day, my uncle just called me on the phone and he said, "Seb, preseason starts tomorrow and they can give you a trial." My mom and dad bought me a one-way ticket to England. I packed 1 suitcase and I left. And I didn't come back for 3 years.
Now by Seb Harris, the young American. Short corner, floated in, Harris, oh yes! What a delightful header from Seb Harris. And how happy is he?
I started playing with Northampton Town. I was getting in games, I was playing an okay amount, and then all of a sudden someone else would come in, and then you would kind of get dropped to the bench. That's kind of what happened, and I needed to play games. You can't just sit on a bench or sit in the stands watching a game and not playing. And you know, at that time it was probably when I was 25-ish, 26, is when I started realizing like this is a lot. When I came back home, I talked to Ben and ended up with Detroit City. I was going from playing 5 days a week in England to playing with some of the best players, guys making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a week, and I was going to compete with them every single day. When I came back home, you know, at that time, I'm married, kids were coming. It was like, hey, I can make training here and there. That's it. Where so you go from playing 5 days a week to playing 1-2 days a week, and then all of a sudden you're playing a game.
Taylor a target, headed in, and it's in the back of the net! So Seb Harris steps up into the box and heads that one home to put Detroit City up with only moments to spare.
When you're a defender and you're working hard all game long, your legs are tired, your mind is mentally gone and fried, you don't have many chances to score as a defender. You really don't. However many corners there are, that's how many chances you have. And it's amazing how loud the crowd was when it ended up going in. I don't even remember how much Tech could hold, but it felt like I was in England, but a little bit crazier. Everything you see was about supporters. Everything you saw was the smoke bombs and all that stuff, and the signs and the flags and everything. And at the end, I think that's what put Detroit City on the map.
Seb Harris will deputize as captain the rest of the way.
Takes a little
Dave
run up.
Edwardson is out. Here's a chip
Oh,
toward the post.
wow.
What a beautiful goal and a somersault
Seb Harris.
in front of the northern guard. That's what happened.
You're not going to get a better celebration than a Seb Harris celebration. I write that down. Everybody asks me about that windmill. And like, even if I play today and I score a goal, you always hear someone like chime in and be like, "Hey, do the windmill." Like, it's like, man, relax. That was like 8 years ago or whatever, you know? But that game, I know we got a red card, and sometimes when you get a red card, it steps you up a notch. And you'll see teams out there that get red carded and they will end up winning games because you all come together, you work together, supporters start supporting you harder, and things just start clicking. That game, I mean, we were, losing 3-0, and we get a red card, and then all of a sudden we score one. Then all of a sudden we get a corner kick, and the ball popped up, and I was in front of the goalie, and I just said, I'm gonna get this. And I ended up winning the header, just flicked it on into the goal. And that's when I grabbed the ball and I started running, and I was trying to get everybody hyped up and saying, come on, let's go, come on. And then we ended up scoring, the third goal to tie it. And to be honest, it was probably one of the most memorable games in Detroit City history, to be honest with you. Technically, it's just a summer league, right? It's just some guys that still want to play soccer and keep ticking over for their college season. But at some point in that season, I felt like we all became a family. each had each other's back. We each went out there to fight for each other. We went out there to fight for the supporters. And I think when things like that start clicking with clubs, that's what made us strive that year. My time here has been unbelievable. I know my soccer career is not over. You know, I still play competitive, like over 30 league and everything like that. But going to a game where there's going to be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 fans there, I knew that was over, and that was a bummer. Playing for people, playing for someone else other than yourself is what it's all about. It's not about you, it's about the club that you're playing for. It's about the shirt that you put on, the crest that you wear. And playing for Detroit City was just amazing the whole time. And any year that I can say I played soccer and played for Detroit City was like a blessing to play for Detroit City. And I wouldn't change it for the world.